Good morning, it's Ryan the Lion from A Few Quiet Yarns, and this morning I'm here at the Atatu Community Centre, and to my left is the Honourable Kelvin Davis. Pat, I'll ask you to introduce yourself and give us a run through of the ministries you look after, and then we'll get into what we're here for today.
Oh, cool, yes, Kelvin Davis. So I'm the Minister of Corrections, Minister of Tourism, Minister of Māori Crown Relations, and the Associate Minister of Education with an emphasis on Māori education.
That's excellent. And yesterday we were here pre-Matariki. There's a Matariki breakfast behind us with a couple hundred people. We've had the young local schools just performing a waiata. And part of what Kelvin was here for was to talk to the community around what's happening in those ministries, and especially with the new budget. So one of the things that was really interesting that's coming out is that in the local community there's a marae that has been worked on by the local Iwian community for 53 years, which does seem a reasonable amount of time. And I guess part of the conversation the community are having with you in relation to your Māori Crown Relations ministry is how can they move that forward? So that's probably quite a sensitive discussion. How do we tackle that one?
Well, really, I'm addressing it as the Member of Parliament for Te Tai Tokerau, because this is an electorate issue. 53 years, I heard yesterday that the kaupapa has been driven for. There's some land up by the motorway there on the Atatu Peninsula that's been set aside as a marae reserve. For whatever reason, there's roadblocks, as there always are. There's been a number of issues with the land historically. I think all that's been cleared up and now it's basically there. And the whānau here now just want to build the marae, and I think what a wonderful asset the marae would be to this area. It would enable Māori around Te Atatu here to be able to use the marae as a marae is meant to be, as a gathering place, a place for birthdays, for community meetings, for to mourn our dead, just to do all those things. I just think it would add more to the rich tapestry of Te Atatu if that marae was able to be built down here on the land.
E te atua, te kingi o ngā kingi, te wairu o ngā wairu I whakatiko o tātou haringa. Ka te ake ahau ki te mihi atu ki a koe. Ara, te mihi tuatahi. Nō reira, tēnā koe I o mātua kore anke. Tēnā koe, tēnā koe. Tihei Māori ora.
And I've just got to take my head off to all the people who have been involved over the decades, all the frustrations that they've had, but they've kept with the kaupapa. You've got to acknowledge that, and I think it's just now time we've just got to get stuck in and make this happen.
I grew up Pākehā, and one of the things that I've learned over the years is what Māori culture brings to us, or gives to us. And
Tangata whenua, which is tangata is people, and whenua is the cord that comes out of the mother into the baby. So to Māori, whenua, tangata whenua, we're the tangata whenua of this land. So our connection is from our cord to the land. We are connected to the land. We do not own the land, we are connected to the land here in Aotearoa. So that's what tangata whenua. So we are the people connected to the land.
a brilliant example is actually from my personal life. My auntie's husband is Māori, and when my nana died, they asked if we could do a tongi. And of course my parents all said, oh no, we're not having her nana sit there. And eventually they gave in and they did a tongi, and my mum sat there and spoke to her mum for about 5 days, I think, or 3 days. And now all family funerals are tongis. Now as an adult, finding out so much and learning some of the amazing things there are, it's like, I'll be down there and support it.
Yeah, the thing about a marae is, people think, oh, that's just the Māori place, and it's we don't know what goes on, and we don't want to, be embarrassed because we don't know the tikanga or the culture. And then when people are actually put into the situation, they go, wow, this is really easy, and this is a lovely environment, and everyone pitches in and helps out, and you sit down, you prepare food together, you eat together, you laugh and joke together. And you know, a marae is really it's in a Māori setting, but it's actually for everybody. And you know, this is 21st century New Zealand now.
Yeah.
Just being able to go on and off the marae and to be comfortable should just be something that's natural and easy and accessible for all New Zealanders. You know, us as Māori who have sort of grown up around marae need to actually encourage people to come, and people sort of really just need to say, okay, I'm just going to accept this challenge. It may be new and strange and difficult initially, but really, once you're over that barrier, you go, oh well, this is actually a lot of fun.
Yeah. Of a home. You know, this is your home. You're connected to this land. I was never educated as a Kiwi about the New Zealand history. The fact that there are two treaties, one that was signed, that has a different meaning to the one that was understood, and that is where all the problems of the Treaty of Waitangi come from.
Okay, well, right where we're standing now is going to be the entrance to the Waharo, which will be over here. Just right where their fences, or right where we are now, is going to be the entrance to the marae. Just over here where the sun is.
Yep, and that's the entrance of the harbour?
That's the entrance to the harbour, and that's where the first waka came through the whau. Tanenui and Matawhaarua came through this whau and did their journey to the Hokianga. You'll come through here and the Tanenui will be just past those horse floats.
Gotcha.
So that's where the main marae will be. To the left will be the wharakai, and then to the right we will have a area offices and papakainga, which is buildings for our matua, and that will be on the side of the marae, but this side here is the main entrance to the marae. So the local iwi here is Kawerau Maki. They are the tangata whenua here.
How many people would this serve?
Yeah, when you're looking at schools, local iwi, tangihanga, tourists maybe, are looking at thousands, and if this marae is going to be here for many, many years, you're probably looking at millions at the end of the day.
Yeah. The humanness of it, and that's one of the things around what I learn every time I learn something new about Māori culture. You know, and then I think back to Mount Taranaki being the first landmark in the world to have the same rights as a human.
Yeah.
You know, these are new and interesting and different things, but when you actually inspect them and explore them, they're human.
Yeah.
Absolutely humane to give Blue and the community and the iwi the marae sooner rather than later.
Kia ora.
Yeah.
Yeah. We see marae as a living entity and a spiritual place for Māori. You look at a marae, the insides are built like a backbone, and so to us that's how we see a marae. For us to go on a marae after we pass away, it's like us coming back to our ancestors who are waiting for us at the marae, like bringing them back to their family, and the family are waiting for them in the marae, and they'll be welcoming them spiritually. So it's a thing that we've been doing for many years. Back there, it's a place that we can trust.
What's the next steps in terms of the marae and what needs to happen?
Well, we've got korero with council at the moment. So like it's been 53 years, and so we're talking about lease, ownership and reservation. So we've been given 3 options, and the council came back and said no, we've only got 1 option. So now we're trying to litigate through those options, and you know, at the end of the day, the option that we choose is what we want to take. Leasing land, no. Well, Māori leasing land, it gives everybody ownership, but not only us as tangata whenua, but it gives the council ownership in what we do. And what Māori do is for the land only. So we do not want to be told, no, you can't put that garden there. No, you can't do that. We as Māori like to be and like to have our own autonomy.
Look, I may have taken enough of your time. You need to be on to the next one. Thank you so much, and really look forward to seeing you back here again.
Yep.
And you know, one day, hopefully, at the marae.
Yeah, indeed. Well, hopefully in the not too distant future we'll be having this conversation down the road here on the marae. Yeah.
Right.
Look forward to that day.
Cheers. Okay. Ka kite anō.
E konara.